Hey guys, how is it going? Jackadunga here, back again, and today we have something different for you. We're going to have the Clash Cup Euro team qualifier recaps this week. We're going to see some of the matches which went down in the Clash Cup Euro section. You can see this timetable on the right, not the timetable, the scoreboard in fact on the right, all over there. You can see the teams which qualified, the teams which not, and I will give you a bit of a background on what happened. Just to give you a little bit of a taster of what went down this week. So, if you are not familiar, Clash Cup is a short format war event. You have a split of 2-4-4, 2 Town Hall 11s, 4 Town Hall 10s, and 4 Town Hall 9s. And you just get them to fight it out and see who comes out on top after 2 hours. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff there. And it was a brilliant few wars coming into these final sections. You can see the top 4 teams of the whole group would qualify and make it to the next stage. You can see their top 4 teams all finished with 3 wins and no losses. So it was very, very tense. You can see a few of the teams who missed out at the bottom there. But in the background, you have a bit of the match which involved Savage Kittens against Juan Hive. Savage Kittens of King Jeffrey and Juan Hive of One Hive 2.0. So yeah, they picked up 2 Town Hall 11s, which is pretty amazing. 11v11s in fact, because of course this is a no-dip war. And we will show both of those right now. But on the right, I will go through what happened. So the Urzelnators in their final game would get a bye against Awesome Clasher. Unfortunately, they did drop out. So the Urzelnators would finish at the top of the table with an average star count of 26 stars, which is pretty incredible going into this final. Then we have, you can see 3 teams tied. You have CZX Knights, Savage Kittens, and 2 Girls 1 Clash Cup. CZX Knights would come away with a victory, only 24 on the score this week, although they have been impressive in the previous days, which did lead to this result. Savage Kittens coming away with 3 wins as well. But 2 Girls 1 Clash Cup, actually my team did come away with 3 wins as well, and we will be seeing a few of the replays from that war as well after we watch these. A few of the teams which did miss out, PD, very good, apparently they claim they won the Season 3 and Season 4 championships as well. They would be knocked out here, shockingly. You can see they did come top of the pile. They did average a 25.3 star count, so pretty good, but we will get into the matchup which did involve 2 Girls 1 Clash Cup and PD after this. Kelly's Dutch Oven, the Bye Forever team, would just miss out. It was unfortunate because they would have won that first match if their Town Hall 9 had turned up. So it was a bit unfortunate here. They will miss out on the playoffs. But a good run by them. They did knock up a score of 25 this week, picking up 1 10v10. So a very solid performance from them, but unfortunately just missing out. Cold Masters missing out as well, and Kakamulux. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I think that's French. Could be wrong, but they would just miss out as well. And then the teams below, picking up 1 win and 0 wins, would be knocked out as well. But this 10v10 being picked up by Savage Kittens, this was quite an interesting one actually. You would have seen at the beginning that they did not manage to clear all the Town Hall 9s. They missed out on 2, which is quite surprising, but would pick up 2 11v11s and a 10v10 to actually win this one. Juan Hive would actually... Juan Hive, that's it, I'm saying Juan. Juan Hive would lose this one. Unfortunately, they weren't too great at the 9v9. Got very close to a few 10v10s actually, but did not manage to pick them up and would struggle. They only picked up a score of 22. So King Jeffrey would go through on this one. This one is just finishing up though. Another bitch attack here by Credo, picking up the only 10v10 of this war. But a good 10v10 nonetheless. The Queen's going to be a bit of a hero here, actually picking up the remaining percentage, but this was a nice hit. We do have the remaining attack, which is going to be an 11v11. The guy who picked up an 11v11 6-pack this week, which was very, very nice indeed, picking up 6 stars in total. I think that's the first 11v11 6-pack definitely of the Clash Cup, so congratulations to him. We will move on to that now. Let's show you here. LeeBoy coming in again with 1 golem. It's a go wee wee. Going to start off with a few minions taking off percentage points, but going to have a golem come in from this southwestern side of the base, or eastern in fact. I don't know what direction anything's coming from. Going to have the witches lining up here. And coming in towards this town hall section, got the bowlers going. Is pretty much a spam attack, but the push through this base is going to be incredible. He's going to get both Inferno Towers, that Eagle Artillery, slightly weird base, all the Expos sort of lined up in one row, which is going to be pretty key for him picking up this base. You'll see there's no Lalo coming out the CC, actually going to be a soft CC, so he's going to be able to get that push through the base, which he needs. King going to be coming out here. A few of the bowlers and witches coming along this right hand side, but they are going to peter out here. It's actually these left hand side bowlers and witches which are going to do the most damage here, as Queen does get taken down. Push through the core is pretty good though. You can see that just edging slowly towards this final Inferno Tower. Queen will pick that up. Bowlers and witches are dying in the middle, but it's actually going to be this left hand side which does save the day. Grand Warden does fall, actually gets locked on here. The giant bomb causes a little bit of damage. Well, those 2 witches which are still left in the core, but only 3 wizard towers, arch tower, and a couple of Teslas left up will mean that this is a very nice 11v11 triple for LeeBoy, picking up the 6-pack as I did mention earlier. So very nicely done to him. Of course, King Jeffrey will be in the next round, going to be taking it into the semi-finals. We will get onto that later, which team is facing, but nonetheless, a very, very nice win for the Savage Kitchens and a nice 6-pack from LeeBoy. Very nicely done. Right, now we do have the other match which went down. Of course, I did mention Urzulnators did not play their match, and CZX Knights actually didn't pick up any 10v10s or 11v11s. So I thought I'd show the more interesting attacks. We'll go on to 2 Girls 1 Clash Cup here against PD. Of course, 2G 1CC is my clan, as I did mention. PD, very, very good clan as well. They have a lot of guys in the Invite League. But a 27-25 victory for us. I was as surprised as as anyone here. Yeah, we did manage to pick this victory up with 3 10v10s, in fact, which was pretty incredible. We will look at a few of the stats here. We didn't get close on any 11v11s, unfortunately. They were quite tough bases we did come up against. But 10v10s, you can see Angel picking up a 6-pack, and of course SK picking up a triple as well. You can see they were very, very close on a few 10v10s. 97% on Xander D there. Tron getting a 98% there. But it was in fact 9v9 game which would let them down here. It would have been a star closer if it was for the fact that they couldn't clear this remaining 9. You can see they left 2 attacks up, but they couldn't scout because you have to clear the entire bottom layer to scout those 10s. You can see Sherlock surviving there. But we will head over to the 10v10s, of course. We're going to start off with SK here. This is going to be a very nice Queen Charge Miner. 3 attacks on this base. We couldn't quite get it until the last hit. We knew we had won the war by this point, but still, wanted to add insult to injury here, SK. So we're going to come in with a nice little Queen Charge starting off on this south side. I'm going to take out this bomb tower. We're going to take a few, that line of wizard towers, which is lining up in that core. We've got the king. I'm not going to use the king yet. The king's actually going to be used to funnel that right hand side of the base. Just going to slowly edge her way in. You can see got 6 wall breakers to break into that arch tower cannon layer, which he will do successfully. Got the rage spell. Going to have the queen slightly low on health here, but after that cannon gets taken up, queen is going to be back to full health to enter this final compartment. 2 expos actually lying down on the queen. That rage spell still helping out there. Nice little wall break so that the queen can enter in here. But 2 expos being taken down is always a good sign. Those miners aren't going to be targeted for as long. Gonna have to use another rage spell here to take out queen and expo. Lalo coming out the CC. Nice poison down to take out the loom. Lava Hound's going to split. Got a few archers to take off the percentage points. Make it just that, just a bit quicker here. Wants to not make sure that time is a factor. But Queen going to take out that Tesla, and then we'll start off with King, a Wizard, and the Miners, which will go straight to that core. Nice little drop there. Coming into this mortar first. King will move to the right-hand side, which is what he wants. Going to use the Clan Castle Miners to come in a bit later, though. Going to use that Rage spell to take out that Inferno Tower. I'm going to have a Skeleton spell. Poison helps take out the Skeleton spells. Queen is still along this left-hand side as well, which is very, very helpful. We're going to actually take quite a lot of these buildings down. Heal in that core, giant bombs popping up. King's going to cause a little bit of a distraction in that core, but Miners will take it down. Expo goes down. and he doesn't have any spells left, but that Inferno Tower compartment is looming. The miners are getting there ever so close. Queen going to take down that gold storage. King is still alive as well. Those miners actually tanking for the king, which is quite surprising. One giant bomb popping up here. But miners will eventually take out that Inferno just about. A few of the miners lagging behind do not get taken out by those giant bombs. And with that, that is going to be a triple. No more defenses left up on the board. SK picking up a very nice triple on Roman. Nicely done. Now we've got Angel. Angel picked up a fresh 6-pack this week. So very, very nicely done to Angel. It's going to start off with a Lalo. It's going to be a bit of a variation of the hits here. And we've got one bowler coming in for this first part of the raid. Just going to funnel the king and the queen for the Sui entry into that air defense, which is just there. Going to drop the queen a bit later. Wants the king to actually head up to this town hall so that the queen has no option but to go in this little area which he has laid. King's going to go to the right. There we go. Actually going to be banking on a hard CC here. We were banking on the Lalo coming out. Because otherwise this would have been a wrecked plan, because that Lalo would have been something which would have wrecked the loons and the lava hounds. But Queen going to pop that ability, going to take out the Expo, heading towards the wizard towers. Got a few of those archers, not going to do much. Queen's actually going to get a bit more value than probably intending, because the Queen does survive for a bit longer, but the archer tower takes her out. The Lalo Pulsion is perfect. Actually deploys the skeleton spell a tiny bit late. You'll see what I mean here. But they do go into that Inferno Tower. You can see the Queen's going to take up a few of those loons before the Rage and the Skelly is deployed. Nice little skeleton spell just catches the Queen before she hops over that wall, which is good. Got the skeleton spell making their way. Queen's going to go down, as you can see there. Got a few minions and pups to clean up the king, but the Lalo portion is perfect. That free spell takes out the Sweeper, Inferno and Bomb Tower. Probably only needs the Inferno Tower, but they're going to get an extra little bit of value here as that Arch Tower does fall. We've got a full Lava Hound as well, still alive. And I'm going to swag a haste spell, which is always very nice. As they head in towards that final Tesla. Very nicely done to Angel here on his first hit actually of this war, picking up the triple. Now we are moving on to number 5. We've got Linux here, going to be lining up the triple. Angel coming in again. This time it's going to be a bit more spammy, going to be a mass miner here, but he does have a few loons actually to take out this Inferno. You'll see another Sui entry here from Angel. Going to use a Giant here. Didn't actually expect that Tesla to pop up, but doesn't matter. Queen going to take him out just in time. Giant still doing a nice bit of tanking here, but that Wizard Tower will go down, actually heading towards that Arch Tower, which is lying there. Going to hit the ability, but the path has been made. He's wanting to take down that final Arch Tower so that he can get the loons in towards this Inferno. You can see quite a nice clever deployment there. Didn't actually know there was an air bomb there, but deploys one just in case so that his whole other loons aren't wrecked. But they go into this tower. Inferno Tower goes down, and that will be the start of his minor portion. King won't actually head along that line of trash, which he actually does want to happen, but doesn't really matter. He's actually going to try and join the miners here. You'll see what I mean. Drops that first initial heal spell into this compartment. Actually needed to take down that Inferno because there's a lot of splash damage in there. So a nice base identification there. Got 1 or 2 miners up the right hand side. Lava Hound and the Loon, still a bit of a problem, but make sure he deploys that poison spell accurately so that those miners don't die when it does come around. You'll see the miners get a little bit confused here. They don't really know what to attack, so they've got the Clan Castle, but then they do a nice split, going to the Expo, Wizard Tower and Blowers. Bomb Tower nicely healed up so that these miners survive as they do come in. There we go, going to take that out. Got another heal spell coming in towards this Bomb Tower. Second Bomb Tower in fact, and a poison spell is going to accurately take out that skeleton spell and that balloon, which is trying to cause as much havoc as possible, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be a triple. It's going to actually get a lot closer than it looks like. There are only 2 cannons and 1 archer tower left up, but nothing really targets these cannons, or not enough miners do anyway. You'll see they sort of all split along the left and right hand side. It's going to get a bit close for time as well, but in the end it's going to pick up a vital triple. Going to be his 6-pack completed. So Angel, very, very nice performance from you, and 2 goals, 1 Clash Cup. Knock out the reigning champion. It's PD in style. Very nicely done. Right, that is all apart from a final thing I will mention, we do have the semi-finals next week. I will show you the fixtures right now after that final cannon's cleaned up. You'll see there's 2 miners. We'll zoom in there. That cannon is on literally 0 health, but there's only 2 miners left up, and they do take it out, luckily, so nicely done to Angel. But let's go over. Here we are. These are the fixtures for next week. I'm not sure there's going to be an American recap on the American Conference Finals, but nonetheless, you can see that AA, Datingo Sklar, the Beehive, and EG Glory Hunters did make it through on the American side. You can see the timings of the wars there. But for the Euro side, the Nators will face 2 Girls 1 Clash Cup in the first slot. Trap God will be able to take you through that one. And CZ X Knights will face Savage Kittens in the 9 PM slot. So make sure you check out Adam and Trap God for those on Monday. Will be very, very nice indeed. And of course, the winners will go to the final. But that is all for now. I hope you did enjoy. Of course, if you do want to know more about the Clash Cup, check the description below. There is a few links to the Discord server and the website to have a look at that. But that is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys.